Hello everyone who is interested in fig propagation. Today I want to talk about rooting fig cuttings. I usually use rooting in clear plastic bags with coco peat substrate. It is an ideal substrate in many ways and is an excellent method with a high success rate and visual control. This method has only one small drawback. Sometimes young roots begin to grow through the perforation, and then they can be injured. But the main thing is that after rooting in a natural coconut substrate, the cuttings will be transplanted into a pot with a soil mixture. And any method associated with transplanting root cuttings into a new pot and a new substrate leads to stress. Moreover, it is precisely at the moment when the buds begin to develop on the cuttings and the cuttings begin to require more nutrients and moisture. This is the most dangerous stage of rooting, which sometimes leads to the death of young plant. Today I will try to use a method that allows you to remove one extra step and at the same time minimize the loss of plants during transplantation. So, first the usual attributes that I'll need. I have two excellent Brazilian fig cuttings, a special knife, body tape parafilm, rooting gel, brush, pencil. It's all the usual arsenal. Now unusual. I need Pringles chips. More precisely, the chips have already been eaten by the children, but I got the package. By the way, you can use chips of any taste. Once I choose another. In any case, it's necessary to cut off the bottom of the package and cut the package itself lengthwise. Two such identical halves of a cylinder made a thick cardboard will appear. We also need a stationary rubber band. Let's start. As usual, I wrap parafilm tape around the top part of the cutting, which will not be immersed in the substrate. In this case, the buds on the cutting should be covered with only one layer of parafilm. Parafilm will prevent the cutting from drying out. The same with the second cutting. Made. Now let's refresh the oblique cuts in the lower part and make a couple of longitudinal grooves in the bark. Next, apply the rooting gel with a brush on oblique sections and on longitudinal grooves. Set the cutting aside and let the gel soak into the cuttings. Now let's take a bag of chips. I will fold the two halves to make the right cylinder diameter and secure them with rubber band. Done. Now fitting with the pot. Normally, there is a small space between the cylinder and the walls of the pot. Now we need a special moistened potting mix that I make myself from the 5 ingredients as described in one of my videos. But before using it, I will use a white adhesive tape to seal our cylinder on top so that nothing gets into it. Done. Now, with the help of several sheets of ordinary stationery, I make something like a funnel. With its help, I pour my salt mixture into the space between the walls of the pot and the cylinder. The space is small, so it will take long. Compact the soil. Now take off the adhesive tape and see what we got. The pot is filled with potting soil and there is an empty well in the middle. Excellent. Now we need moist cocoa peat, which I usually use for rooting. With a tablespoon, I quickly fill the central well with cocoa peat. Another spoon. Done. Let's see what we got. In the center, natural cocoa peat. On the periphery, a nutritious soil mixture. Now we can plant the cutting. As usual, I make a suitable tunnel in the cocoa substrate with a pencil. The rooting gel has already been absorbed into the tissues of the cutting, and you can safely plant the cutting in the substrate. Done. And finally, we can take out the walls of our well. I carefully remove first one half, then the other. The whole cylinder would be much more difficult to extract. The rubber band remains in the soil, it will not interfere with us. Let's see what we got. Around the cutting is a layer of natural cocoa peat, ideal for rooting, and near the walls of the pot a layer of soil mixture with nutrients. Similarly, I will plant the second cutting. Now I just need to label both cuttings of my mixed planted Brazilian fig. Let's look at them again. Excellent. In one of my future videos, I will show the results of this combined method of rooting cuttings. That's all. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, and together we will watch the growth and ripening of wonderful Israeli figs.